the question was, he threatened to leave the party if he's not treated fairly. That's determined by him, by the way. And my advice was, I'd rather lose without you than win with you if you keep up what you're doing and you keep threatening it. That's the way you deal with bullies. You just got to whack them back. So he says now he's going to stay in the party fine. If he wins, he wins. I think we'll get creamed. I think the bottom line is Mr. Trump will have a hard time bringing this nation together. You know, why do Republicans lose? Ted Cruz says we lose because of losers like John McCain, Bob Dole, and Mitt Romney. That we're nominating, you know, not conservative enough people. And that there are 50 million evangelicals that would come to vote if you had a real conservative like Ted. Here's my response. If you can't tell the difference between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney, maybe you can't find your church. There's a huge difference. I don't believe there are 50 million people who are not voting because of that. I believe we're getting creamed because we're in a demographic death spiral. That the number one fastest growing demographic in America is what group? Hispanics. We're going from 44% to 27%. Why? Well, won't you ask Hispanics? They think we don't like them. This incendiary rhetoric around immigration has been hurtful. When you say that most illegal immigrants are drug dealers and rapists, number one, you're wrong. And two, you really set in motion a disaster for the Republican Party, because here's the reality. A young woman and her husband came here 25 years ago illegally. They had one child. They've had two since who are American citizens, whether you like it or not, they are. One's been in the Marines. He comes home from leave and wants to see his mother, and they tell him, hey, you haven't heard, she's walking back to Mexico. You're not going to win over the young Marine with rhetoric like this. So what I would suggest to the Republican Party is that Hispanic voters should be ours. They're entrepreneurial, they're pro-life, they're hardworking. We're driving them away because of this insane rhetoric about immigration. You're not going to deport 11 million people, but you should deport crooks. Everybody wants to secure the border. If you don't, you're crazy. I want to secure it. John and I double the number of Border Patrol agents. We had fencing. We had technology lab used in Iraq and Afghanistan to truly control your border. We got two borders, one with Canada, one with Mexico, right? I've never met a legal Canadian. I'm looking, and I can't find one. They have a sound economy, and they have a rule of law nation. They come to Myrtle Beach in March, go swimming. We're glad to have them. It's too cold for us. Most people come here from an oppressed, corrupt country. Some are bad, most are good. I want to ship out the felons. To the rest, you have to learn our language to stay. I don't speak it well, but look how far I've come. You got to pay a fine because you did break the law. You can't break in line to get citizenship out of those who've been trying to do it right. You're banned for 10 years for even trying. I think that's a practical solution. If we don't embrace that, you'll never get any Democratic votes, and this thing goes on and on and on. So the only reason I mention this is I think Mr. Trump has taken an immigration, Hispanic problem and made it worse, and young people. The young people, the hope of any country and the hope of our party. They've been left behind more by Barack Obama than anybody. The American dream used to be owning your own home. Now it's getting your kids out of your house. They can't find jobs. So they're looking for something new. Big government liberalism blew up in their face. We're making it hard for young people to come our way because of some of this rhetoric. I'm proudly pro-life. But if you don't have an exception for rape and incest, it's going to be a hard sell.